Hi y'all, my name is Lauren and today I'm going to show you guys a full face of my current Ulta favorites. This is all awesome makeup. Some of it's new, some of it's like oldie but goodie. All of it's amazing and you can get all of it at Ulta. So let's hop right in. First, I am talking about the new primer and primer spray from NYX called the Face Glue Setting Spray and the Face Glue Gripping Primer. I am so in love with this. It just came out, but I love it so much. I've been using it for a week or two now, every single day when I do my makeup, and I love it. I really like how the face primer goes on more like a lotion, but then it actually does get very tacky like a gripping primer. I really like that. And the face glue as well. You guys know I usually use more of those like sticky, tacky, clear type of primers and a setting spray. So that's like right up my alley as a primer. And these are very, very good. And then, of course, always prepping my lips with the e.l.f. lip oil. That is nothing new. Now, I also need to talk about my base products. My go-to face products are going to be the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Some people do use this as a foundation. I always use it as a mixer because I love to add that glow to every single foundation that I use. And my all-time favorite foundation from Ulta has to be the About Face, the Performer Skin Focused Foundation. This stuff is so good. It really gives you a perfect skin-like finish. It is nice. It is like a high, medium, and buildable to like full coverage foundation, and it just always looks like skin no matter how much you build it up. It is so dang good. I love it so much. It's just so good. I can't even describe to you because it just looks like skin, and it honestly looks better throughout the day the longer that you wear it. So then after the foundation, I did color correct with the Pro Fix Stick from NYX. That is a mouthful, in the shade pink. And then I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. That should be no surprise if you've seen any video before. This is not only my favorite concealer at Ulta, it is my favorite concealer of all time. You scared me.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
Mom, is it the fish?
I do see the fish. Now we are moving on to cream bronzer and blush, and I will say this was definitely the most hard category to nail down or narrow down. I got all of these cream bronzers from Ulta and I feel like I love them all equally. They're all so good, but they are just very different products. They're very different shades and very different formulas. So I feel like I love them all equally but differently. And as you can see, I have probably 3 times the amount of blush. So I feel like those almost need their own categories. I went with the Dibs stick today just because I feel like I haven't used it in a lot of my videos, and like all my other cream bronzers, I either have completely dedicated videos to them that are very recent, or I've just used them in a lot of my videos recently. If you want dedicated individual reviews, I've actually been posting a lot on Lemon 8, like individual reviews of a lot of the products that I'm using right now. And I want to do that with my blushes. I already posted a cream bronzer one, and I want to do the blushes too. So if you want individual reviews on everything, head over to my Lemon 8. And I post a lot about makeup on TikTok, on here. So you can follow me everywhere. So anyway, I'm going in with the Dibs Stick bronzer all over the face. It is very warm. This is definitely the warmest cream bronzer that I have. And then I'm also going to go ahead and use the blush from this as well. Oh my God. I am a super duper blush lover, as you could tell from just the sheer amount that I own. So after I blended this blush out, I blended out my concealer, and then I also added a e.l.f. blush on top. This is the shade Rosé, and I'm just loving it. I just wanted to add a little bit more of the peachy color rather than pink like the Dibs one was, so I just added this peachy blush on here, and I'm just blushing it up now. Then I'm going to go in with probably my favorite, I would say, if not my favorite, at least my most used loose powder, which is the Morphe loose powder. Love this stuff. Obviously, you can get that at Ulta. And now I'm going to bake under the eye and start going in with my eyeshadow. So first, I've been absolutely loving this new shadow stick from Colourpop. The Colourpop isn't new, the shadow stick isn't new, but it's new to me, and I don't see anybody talking about these. I love it. This is such a great one and done product. They have matte and shimmer options. And just look at that. I just throw it on, blend it out super quick with a dense brush, and you really could just leave it there. But I wanted to shout out my favorite eyeshadows that you can get at Ulta, which are definitely 100% without a doubt the Natasha Denona ones. You guys know that I love Morphe. I've been obsessed. They are a close second, close second, as you can see from just my videos alone, because in my last 10 videos, I've probably used Morphe eyeshadows and I'm obsessed with them. But if I absolutely had to narrow it down out of everything in Ulta, from the prestige side and the drugstore side, I would have to pick Natasha Denona. They're just so pigmented. They're so creamy. Natasha Denona for face and eyeshadow products, I would say is one of the brands that I feel like is actually worth the money every single time. I've never been disappointed. I have these face and eye palettes. She also has large individual eyeshadow palettes, small like 5-pan eyeshadow palettes, 3-pan eyeshadow palettes, and they're all so good. The quality is never skimped out on. I just adore them. They're actually like so similar. Oh, look at that. This bronzer is darker, but even the highlight is really similar. Oh my gosh, that's actually so funny. I'm like, I can't narrow it down. I can't narrow it down. It's because they're almost exactly the same, sweetie. I feel like overall they're like very similar, just this one's slightly lighter, honestly. So if you're like similar to me but a little bit more pale, you probably would want to go with this. Where if you're like exactly my shade, this one's really good. They obviously both work for me, but if you're paler than me, this might be a little bit too dark and warm, where this one wouldn't be. So they are slightly different, I swear. It's probably why I've been using this one so much, because I am my palest right now. It's like the dead of winter, so that's why I think I've used that in like the last 3 videos straight. So let's not use it again and show you guys another one of my faves. So instead of using the Smashbox Halo face palette, like I just said, because I've used it in so many videos recently, I'm going to show you guys the Colourpop cheek palette that I love so much. And as you could see when I was showing them, the colors, the color selection is really similar. The Colourpop one is just a little bit deeper, like the same shades, but a little bit deeper, more for like a light skin tone. And I would say that the Smashbox Halo palette is the similar shades, but for a more fair, like paler skin tone. So like I said, that's why I've been reaching for that Smashbox palette, but I love this Colourpop one equally. The Colourpop face products go hard. I know a lot of people love their eyeshadow palettes, but I just tend to not reach for their eyeshadow palettes as much as I reach for their face products. I just think they're so buttery smooth, and they really do give high-end quality. I'm also going to use a Colourpop face powder here. This is the Pretty Fresh face powder. You guys know I was ride or die for the Essence 16-hour powder, and I tried this Essence one on, or this Colourpop on a whim, and I immediately fell in love. It's so good. Like I said, the Colourpop face products, the powder products, are just so buttery on the skin, and I have really dry skin, so the powders I use have to be buttery, and they also last really well, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm using just that Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette again, just to finish off the lower portion of the eye and add a little bit more shimmer to the brow bone and the inner corner. And then we are going to start on the eyebrows and mascara. Now, I've never claimed to have the best eyebrows or eyelashes for that matter. Nobody's asking me for a tutorial. Like I've said in the past, these are just the products I use. I keep it very, very simple. These are the products where I literally will only own like one. A lot of products in my collection, I have duplicates because I like to try different formulas, use different formulas on different days, but these are like what works. I use the NYX Thick It, Stick It Fiber Thickening Brow Mascara in the shade Brunette. They also have like a clear, they have many different shades. And then I also use the Wetnwild Angled Pencil for the brows to fill them in. And then for my lashes on the top, I've been using the Tarte Man Eater mascara, which is so good. You guys, I have the thinnest, light as a feather eyelashes. So a lot of mascaras will just weigh them down and make them pin straight. This actually does not weigh them down, and it holds the curl as good as it possibly can. I mean, my eyelashes are probably the most difficult eyelashes in the world, and I think that they look pretty good. I've actually been not wearing fake lashes a lot lately because I really have just been liking the way this mascara looks on my eyes. And you guys know, I was wearing eyelashes like every single day. And then I have also been using the e.l.f. brand Lash and Roll mascara on my bottom lashes. And then if I feel like it, I'll put a little coat on the top too, just to comb things out, because it kind of has that comb-like mascara wand, but I just really like it on the bottom because of the way that it's shaped and that there's not too much product on the wand, so it just doesn't get too much product on the lower lash line. It gets just enough to coat them and make them stand out and really frame my eyes, but again, just not being overkill. And for the lips, I just cannot get away from this combo. e.l.f. is just killing it. This is the $2 lip liner from e.l.f. There's tons of shades. They're so creamy, pigmented, amazing. They last forever. They're so freaking good. And then I'm using an e.l.f. lip oil on top. e.l.f. has more clear versions, and then they have more pigmented versions, and I'm using one of their new sparkly versions called Candy Coated, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I have never gotten more compliments on my lips than I have now using the lip liner and lip oil combo from e.l.f. just in different shades, and I actually have been getting compliments on my lips, which never, ever, ever happens for me in all the years I've been doing makeup. So this is the final look. I'm absolutely loving these products lately. This is a mixture of the prestige and the drugstore side. I'm just getting close here in the camera to show you how sparkly and gorgeous the eyeshadow is. Don't mind Mega Chin, okay? But if you want me to do a drugstore side only of Ulta, I'd be happy to do that, or any other stores that I might have availability to me. But let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will list all the products I used in this video down below, as well as my TikTok, my Instagram, my other YouTube channel, and my Lemon8 if you want to follow me everywhere. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!